22nd of January 2024 is not a date written on a calendar. This is the origin of a new era. Prime Minister Modi said these words today as he led the Prana Prathishta ceremonies of the idol of Lord Rama in Ayodhya. Now, why is this a date with history? Joining me to discuss this are Sadhvi Pragya, Hindu Dharam Guru, Neena Rai, author of the Amazing Ayodhya, and my colleague Kartikeya Sharma. Welcome to the News9 Plus Show. I want to start by asking Neena, the author of Amazing Ayodhya. Neena, what is the significance of the event that we witnessed today? Why did the Prime Minister say this was the start of a new era?
So, if you remember your history correctly, the first Diwali comes when Sri Ram comes to Ayodhya after only 14 years of Vanvas. This Diwali is after 500 years of Vanvas and 500 years of non-stop struggle by people who neither forgot nor forgave.
Right.
This is why this is supposed to be such a grand Diwali, and this is why this is the dawn of a new era. This is a dawn of a new Hindu, a new culture, a new pride in the masses of this country. This is the main important part of it.
Right. Sadhvi ji, I want to ask you, इस दिन का क्या महत्व है और why should we celebrate this as another Diwali, as Neena just mentioned?
संदीप जी, आपने तो बहुत ही अच्छा पूछा है. So first of all, my heartfelt wishes for profound joy and divine blessings on this occasion of Lord Ram's homecoming, because this was the day we all were eagerly waiting for. So I wish happy Diwali to everybody. Happy Ram Diwali, I would say, because it holds spiritual significance all of our lives. You know, to all my fellow Indians across the globe who are immersed in the profound significance of this day, celebrating the return of Lord Ram. So happy Ram Diwali to everyone. Now, why do we celebrate this as Diwali, as asked by you?
Yes.
See, today, India has scripted a new history. The anticipation for the Ram Mandir was not just felt by the people of India, but by every devotee of Lord Ram worldwide.
Right.
One thing we often forget to mention is Lord Sri Ram's own anticipation, his own weight, you know. So today, as Prime Minister Modi ji acknowledged and apologized to Lord Ram while speaking, he expressed his regret, you know, that it took us so long to restore your rightful place.
Right.
And by saying this, he became emotional also. So this is the truth. I've been talking about how our Lord Ram has witnessed the longest wait, spending years in a tent. So I would like to congratulate Prime Minister Modi ji also. It is his visionary leadership and relentless dedication, I would say, that have been instrumental in overcoming challenges and navigating the complexities associated with the construction of the Ram Mandir, as we all know.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sadhvi ji. 14 years versus 500 years, a wait of 500 years. Kartikeya, you heard the speech. Now, very interestingly, the Prime Minister spoke of Mata Shabri, Nishad Raj, Hanuman, of course. You're a keen political watcher. Is this another version of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas? Is there an underlying political messaging of the Prime Minister's speech today?
You know, there are a couple of them, you know, and the one which really caught my eye was on the Supreme Court. You know, though he said a lot of things.
He's commended the Supreme Court.
He's commented on Supreme Court, and you know, I don't think there could have been a stronger statement than that, because Prime Minister has said संविधान के अस्तित्व में आने के बाद भी दशकों तक प्रभु श्री राम के अस्तित्व को लेकर कानूनी लड़ाई चली. But the line is, मैं आभार व्यक्त करूंगा भारत की न्यायपालिका का जिसने न्याय की लाज रखी.
Right.
न्याय के पर्याय प्रभु राम का मंदिर भी न्यायबद्ध तरीके से ही बना.
My God, this is the Congress's poll plank.
So basically he said that न्याय की लाज रखी,
Right.
which means that, you know, at least you understood the aspiration of a billion strong country.
Yes.
There were people and parties and organization, quote unquote, who did not understand that.
Right.
So that is one takeaway. Another takeaway was of Mohan Bhagwat, when he said, you know, I have to end up, you know, I end up saying hard things, you know, tough things.
Yes.
Basically he's saying that, well, you know, if we want to be a sort of a big powerful country,
Yeah.
strong economy, then we need to reconcile our differences. Because
Right.
there is a feeling within Bharatiya Janata Party
Yes.
and RSS also that this is a great achievement.
Yes.
But previous elections were not won on Ram Mandir.
Right.
The first election was won on the issue of governance,
Yes.
anti-corruption. The second election was won on the issue of nationalism.
And delivery of
and the
services.
delivery,
Yes.
you know, Labharti.
Of course.
So they understand what they have achieved.
Yes.
What they require with it is, and it's a message to their workers,
Right.
is namrata.
Right. Right.
Namrata. So I think that's the subtext of it. You know,
Right.
I think they don't want everyone to go gung-ho about it,
Yeah.
because the achievement is so it's huge. Imagine from 49, when there was a difference between personal belief and public expression. You know,
Yes.
Nehruvian discourse of governance.
Right.
Today, the private and the public merged.
Yes.
Private and the public merged. It's a significant shift.
Absolutely.
I am not saying that this is a representation or reflection of Prime Minister's spiritual religious belief. I think corporally, I think there is a shift in the way we see and define our nationhood.
Absolutely. I'm going to come back to you on that, Kartikeya. Very important point that you've raised, and I have another question related to that. But first, Neena, I want to ask you, as a Sanskrit scholar, the Prime Minister said this, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Among the many messages that he's mentioned in his speech, he spoke of this unwavering faith in Indian culture as being this all-inclusive culture. Tell us the significance of this one line and the biggest message that came out of the Prime Minister's speech.
Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina means may everything, everybody be happy.
Right.
That which exists, may it be happy. This is already spoken in our scriptures.
Right.
Unless everything is happy. So whenever we wish, please understand this, in spirituality and esoteric wisdom, whenever we wish good for somebody,
Yes.
we are nothing but conduits for that good to come through us as
Right,
well.
right.
So this is a blessing, and in giving this blessing, we also bless ourselves,
Right.
because that good comes through us. Also, Modi ji apologized for having the Ram Mandir, building that Ram Mandir
Yes.
very late. See, we've already waited for 500 years. Modi ji was in the Rath Yatra with Advani ji
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
So while in the media circles, while in other circles, there's this thing that, you know, the Ram Mandir, it wasn't an issue. Let me tell you, I used to live in Dubai, and I left that country, came to India so that I could participate and make him win the elections.
Right.
The Karyakarta,
Yeah.
you know, there is this huge thing in other parties, they think Karyakartas are nobody.
Right.
But Karyakartas are very important in the Sangh Parivar,
Yes.
in the BJP, and sometimes the Karyakarta decides the fate of the leader.
Right.
If the Karyakarta goes against you, you cannot do anything,
Right.
right? In the manifesto of BJP,
Yeah.
Ram Mandir was there.
Yes.
And if you spoke to the Karyakarta, amongst the Karyakartas, I will tell you that was one of the most important things that they wanted.
Yes.
What they project, what they say is another story.
Yeah.
And then if you remember clearly, at the end of the second tenure,
Right.
this had been postponed further.
Yes.
The Ram Mandir judgment has been postponed further.
Yes.
So we see that delay from the time that he was in the Rath Yatra
Of 5,
to even
yes.
now,
Right.
it's been many, many years.
So in a sense, he was also apologizing for that delay in taking up that issue of the temple. But Sadhviji, this question is that the invoking of Ram as a sacred civilizational symbol of Indian culture, is this the closest that we are coming to, say, a Ram Rajya? Based on all the right principles that have been mentioned, this a figure who embodies honor, sacrifice, courage, justice, duty, making that person the cornerstone of your outreach. Is this the beginning of the kind of Ram Raj that we have been talking about, a all-inclusive Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha kind of Ram Raj? Do you see this as the beginning of that day?
Sandeep, when you talk about Lord Ram and Ram Mandir, I'd like to say, see, this Navya, Divya and Bhavya Ram Mandir
Yes.
is truly a spectacle that surpasses imagination. We never imagined, that
Yes.
we would be able to actually witness this historic event in our lifetime.
Right.
And I remember the times when the slogans were raised, Saugand Ram ki khate hain, mandir wahi banayenge.
Yes.
And the opposition used to mock by saying, mandir wahi banayenge, tareekh nahi batayenge.
Right.
And today is the day, 22nd January 2024. That
Right.
long-awaited day has finally arrived.
Yes.
So it would not be an exaggeration to claim that in the age of Kal Yuga, we're catching a glimpse of Ram Yuga.
Yes.
That's what you asked. So I would
Right.
say, I would like to also mention Yogi Adityanath ji here.
Yeah.
Yogi Adityanath ji, he said in his speech that in Ayodhya, instead of bullets, lamps will now be kindled. Such a strong statement, such a strong and positive message across the country. So in every corner of this vast and diverse land, people unite in joyous celebration, transcending differences and embracing a shared spiritual fervor. It is a day where the essence of Sanatan Dharma permeates through the fabric of our existence, forging connections beyond the physical realm. It is a day to celebrate.
News9 Plus. Download now.